the state or quality of being frank, open, and sincere in speech or expression. You're honest with everyone, no matter how much trouble it gets you into. Other people see you as sometimes insensitive, but also as trustworthy and confident.
Abraham Lincoln is a good representative of candor. Abraham Lincoln was born on February 12, 1809 in Hodgenville, Kentucky. He ended up dying on April 15th in 1865. He was often known as Honest Abe. Abe was a young boy. He worked at his town's general store. Every night he would count the money in the register to make sure everything was how it was supposed to be. One night he had found that he had a little money left over, even after he had already accounted for everything. Honest Abe showed how honest he was when he recognized that he had overcharged the woman. He could have just kept the money, but he decided to walk a long distance to return the money to the woman because deep down he knew he had to be honest and return the money. Another occasion when Abe showed his honesty while he was a young boy was when he accidentally didn't give a woman all of the tea that she had ordered. So he packaged up the extra tea and brought it straight to her doorstep. Later on in his life, he began to practice law. All the judges said the same thing about him. He had a hard time defending someone who did something wrong because he knew in his heart it was wrong. After that, he had his run in presidency. Honest Abe served 2 terms in office and led the U.S. through the Civil War and made the important decisions during the war. If you want to be just like Honest Abe, who was full of honor, honesty, integrity, and leadership, make sure to join Candor today.
Rosa Parks was a very honest person. She told you like how it was and didn't sugarcoat anything. She was born on February 4th, 1913 and died on October 21st, 2005. She coexisted with white people in a city governed by Jim Crow's segregation laws. However, it brought on daily frustrations. Blacks could only attend certain schools, could only drink from certain water fountains, and could borrow books only from the black library, among other restrictions. Rosa Parks was on her way home from a long day at work on Montgomery City bus. The front of the Montgomery City buses were reserved for white people, and the seats behind them were reserved for black people. The rule was if all the white seats were taken, a black person would have to give up their seat even if there wasn't another seat available. When the driver said get up, Rosa stayed in her seat and didn't move to the point where the police came and put her into custody. While she was in jail, people from the city began boycotting the Montgomery City buses to the point where they almost went out of business. These people that used to ride the bus were very proud of Rosa for standing her ground. They looked up to her as a leader and role model that was honest and a hard worker. If you want to be like Rosa Parks, who was a leader and an honest person, you should join the Candor faction.
Jesus was a really cool, honest person. His whole game was being truthful and accepting, just like a Candor. Jesus also had integrity. What he says, he does. He never compromised. Jesus also didn't use false evidence to get people to follow him. Jesus was born around 1 BC to 7 BC and died around 30 to 33 AD. Jesus was also really cool because of the way we counted years from way back when was by adding BC to the end of the number. Before Jesus Christ, yeah. Jesus was born in the Middle East around Israel. Jesus is currently the 3rd most influential person in the world. This was due to him creating Christianity and writing the Bible, which shined God's light of truth in a dark, dismal world. His religion also has 32% of the world following it. His religion gave a moral code of honor and respect, and emphasized everyone being nice and living in harmony. Jesus was also a super neat leader because he asked people to be the best, most honest, committed person. So people were like, okay, and became committed. Jesus was also generally accepting of everybody, meaning everybody could join.
Moses lived in Egypt. He was born in 1393 and died in 1273 BC. As a leader, Moses was able to share his unbelief in his own abilities. He showed honesty by confessing what he perceived to be a weakness. Moses said to Israel not to cheat people in business. Moses says to be honest. Moses was a good leader because he was willing was willing to help and he was honest and faithful. Wow, I should tell her that her tan lines are really ugly.
Do it! I'm Jesus Christ.
Hi, Mrs. Your feet tan is ugly, Rosa Parks.
Got your new going?
Thanks, Jesus, you're awesome.
No problem.